guys, welcome back. It has been quite a while since I've done videos. It's been about 2 months. Sorry. It got a little crazy here. But I think it's calmed down some. So we kind of stalled on doing the house, so we're gonna get back into that in a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys some more stuff of what we're doing. We are on spring break right now. It's raining all week. I was gonna do stuff in the garden. Can't when it's pouring rain out. It's too soon for me to really start seeds inside. Our last frost date is April 28th-ish. But I never go off of that exact. Only because we do have fluke cold spells in the middle of May out here. So I'll get them started soon, probably in a couple weeks. But one thing I wanted to show you, and just so I can get a video out for you guys, we are officially in storm season. It was either last week or the week before we had our first statewide tornado drill. Yay! So today, Monday at 10 o'clock, our area does a test drill. They run the tornado sirens. Which I completely forgot about until 10 o'clock this morning. So I thought it'd be a good idea, since it is storm season now, to kind of start getting ready and prepping all our stuff, just in case. Now, in the 6 years that we've been out here, we really haven't had too much of an issue. Very few times has a storm come through and formed a tornado. And the ones that have come near us, we've had a few about 2 miles outside of our itty bitty town. And actually just recently, I think it was last year, we had one form in the field down the street from us, probably about a half mile. It actually didn't even form, but it was enough formation in the clouds to set off our tornado sirens, which doesn't happen very often. So it was pretty close. But that being said, it doesn't happen very often. It did send us to the basement. We didn't close the doors. We just kind of sit at the bottom of the stairs with the kids because they get a little freaked out. And John sits at the top of the stairs in case it needs to be closed. So I'm going through our stuff, and I kind of want to show you what we do and how we pack our bag and how we prep. Now, I have this backpack. It was a diaper bag from when Aria was little, a baby, and it's great. It's got so many pockets. It's got a nice big space. And I actually carry this bag around because we live in a town in the middle of field. There's nothing in between our house and the town 15 minutes away, which is not that big of a deal, so 11 miles. But if we were going to the next city over to go shopping, say at Walmart or the big grocery stores, that's 40 to 45 minutes away. That's a big drive. There is one convenience store halfway there. Nothing in between but fields. So I packed this bag in case, God forbid, something happens on the way there. So I'm going to show you this. We also use this as the storm bag as well. It's my little to-go bag, 24-hour bag, my emergency car bag. So what we're going to start with is, this is the bag I want to show you. And this is a great bag. So it was a diaper bag, but it works for so much stuff. This is the backpack. Now you can see it's got all kinds of little pockets here. It's got a little tiny front one right here. Little zipper, and then a big one here with a little pouch in it. And it's got 2 side pockets. This one is a little insulated, plus this one, and then 2 here. And this is made for wipes, that little pack of refillable baby wipes. And then we have this one here, which it's a good size in there, but it kind of gets into the way of this big old pouch right in here. Let me show you what's in here. That's the big one, and it's got 2 little pockets right there. And it's got it's nice thick handles on the back, backpack size. It does have a little hole right here on the zipper. Right there on that zipper. And that's not a big deal. It's not a like loss to me. But I mean, I've had that bag for 4 years now, 4.5 years. So I need to stop stepping over there because I keep getting stuck. So some of the things I want to start with is we're up to 3 kids now. So this bag gets changed out.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm prepping our emergency bag. So watch Jojo. Unless you want to help me. Okay. So it gets changed out seasonally to fit whatever weather we're having. For the most part, it's all the same. Each girl has a set of clothes. Shirt, pants, underwear, socks for all of them. Diapers for the baby. All the basics. Currently, because it is a little cold, we have leggings or sweats plus long sleeves to go in the back. When it gets a little bit warmer, I will switch that out to lighter weight leggings and a t-shirt. In the summer, I'll throw shorts in there with the t-shirt. And I'll show you some other stuff after we do this bag too. Diapers. Now, I also throw in, I've got some of this. It's a bib and a spit rag, like one of those burp rags, but they work well for multiple uses too. And I have a bandana, that's a good material, and a little baby washcloth. Most of that was for the babies when they were little. And eventually they may come out and I might switch it in with something different. But right now it's a good quality. It can be used for multiple things. It works. Another thing that I have is you should have, I think at all times you should have it on you, is some sort of first aid kit. This is ours that we were gifted when Aria was a baby, and it's just a little first aid kit, health kit, and it's got a lot of very basic stuff in it. Feminine products. It's got alcohol wipes, band-aids, Q-tips. Let me show you. This is kind of what it looks like right now. Alcohol pads, a little bit of Pepto pills and Benadryl. It's got some elastics, a comb, thermometer, nail clippers, and both sides open, and then it straps closed. So it's in there. Now you can buy little first aid kits to put in there. You know, they have them at the store already filled, and then you keep refilling them. This is what I had, and it works. It fits in there, it holds what we need. That gets refilled sporadically whenever we need to. Some other things that I have. Oh, let me move my stuff around. A lot of this is my stuff, kind of adult stuff, but always have hand sanitizer. Always. That's something that we always carry around anyways, regardless of what it is. Chapstick is always a good one for anybody. I'm saying that's not funny. I have my own little bottle of lotion, and I have sunscreen for everybody. I wear glasses, but for the most part I wear contacts, so I always carry an extra pair of contacts with me, just in case something happens. I actually carry 2 because I have a pair in my everyday pocketbook kind of style backpack. Another thing that I put in that bag, this is a little sewing kit, just in case somebody has an accident with their clothes or whatever. I don't know. It was something I had, and I thought it was a good idea to keep in there, just in case. Always have a lighter. You never know if the power goes out, or if you are out somewhere, you need to keep warm. It's good to have. I also have a larger lighter. We also have a pack of tissues. We always have runny noses, hence the Benadryl. And the kids will get their allergy medicine added in here too once I pick up a new pack for this season. Some other things that I have, you know, with having the baby, diaper cream, baby powder, and baby lotion. Stuff's awesome. Always good stuff to have. Medicine dropper. I don't know why that's not in the medical bag, but it isn't. And then I have another, this is a little towel, another face cloth that you get wet and it expands. That's our basic emergency stuff. Stays in there all the time unless we use it up. Some of the other things we also like to put in something for entertainment for the kids in case they get bored. Boredom busters are always good. So what I have here is some activity books. Dot to dots, coloring books, plain paper, crayons. Here's some little books for the baby. Something, you know, it'll keep them entertained for little bits at a time. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, got a little baby spoon in case I tend to forget stuff like that. I also have a pen and a pencil, lint roller, which we have animals. It's just in there just because, you know, if we go out somewhere and we pick up dirt and lint from inside the car with the animals, that's fine. Just lint roll them off. This was also given to me. It's a heavy duty, it's a little baton kind of deal. Very heavy weight. That was it hitting the chair. Security, it's a little bit of a safety thing that I carry with me. I also have a little multi-tool as well. I have to replace the battery in the little flashlight, but it's got little knives, little screwdrivers, little pair of pliers, because you never know when you're gonna need one of those. So a lot of the stuff goes in the bag, fits in all these pockets, and I have a little bit of space left over. So the baby's off the bottle now, so one thing that I will add in there is an extra sippy cup. Because she's not drinking quite out of a straw yet, I'll put a sippy cup in there in case we need one. I tend to forget a cup. I always had a bottle in then too, because I would forget a bottle. You know, I'm kind of forgetful like that. But I'll add maybe a couple of other things. Entertainment for the kids, maybe a deck of cards. If we know something's coming, we kind of prep a little more. But this is what goes in the car. When we have bad weather coming, it comes out of the car, it comes in the house with us. Now, this is all that stuff. Now, some other stuff that we do to kind of prep for storms, aside from making sure that the house and the animals are ready, we make sure that we have stuff ready to go down into the basement in case we need to. Now, our basement's cold, it's all concrete, cement foundation. It's not pretty down there. One of the things I'll have the girls do is always make sure that they have their sneakers or boots with them. They're either by the basement door or they're on their feet, and they have a sweatshirt because it does get cold down there. You have a sweatshirt, which will, when we go out, the sweatshirt will come with us, and I'll tuck them into the back of the trunk. Now, in the back of our trunk, we also have a roadside emergency kit that John actually just gotten from work in a raffle. Jumpers, small toolkit, and a blanket, and something else. I don't remember what it is, but it's all in a bag and it's stuffed in the trunk. Now, we also have, in the winter, I also tuck in some extra winter hats and gloves, just in case. The kids don't like to wear them, so I have them just in case they don't bring them with them. We're gonna move on, and I'm gonna show you where our basement is. Spring break, I'm doing a lot of cleaning, and I'm actually working on cleaning off the basement door. During the winter, as bad it is, it tends to collect stuff. So we're cleaning it off now. And I'm gonna show you. This is where our basement is. It's in the back of the house. And it's a pull-up door. As you can see, everything's on it right now. John's gonna come home and he's gonna burn a lot of these boxes. This is construction stuff that was just moved there for the party that we had over the weekend. A lot of stuff will come off and get moved. This way here is easily accessible. Again, when we know there's storms coming through, we watch the weather reports on our phone. We had a storm radio. We actually are going to pick one up, a new one, because it broke. And we track that so we know where the storm is. When we hear that we have a storm coming through that could bring severe weather, that gets all cleared off, ready to be opened up. Now, my basement is my worst nightmare. It really is. But it's also not the easiest thing for me to get down into when I have 3 kids, if I'm by myself. So, one of the other things that we're gonna do, my pantry is directly next to my basement door. We're gonna work on that next, but it's dead center in my house. It's not very clean, but I'm gonna clean it. If John's not home, this is where I will bring the girls. Now I know it's not the safest place, but it's safer than being anywhere else in the house because there's no windows and there's a door that closes. And I can get them in there easily. So, Scraps, get out. So that is stuff that we're working on to get ready for storm season in the house. I said, along with making sure that those are cleared off when we do hear bad weather coming, there are other things that we grab. Like I said, we have the bag ready. The girls have their shoes and their sweatshirts ready. I will have to find it again, but I believe it's in the closet. Is we will have the pack and play for the baby if we have to go down to the basement for an extended period of time. She does not sit still very well. My basement is not super safe and it's scary down there. I don't like it. But there are other things we also pack up and we put by the basement door. And some of the things that we will grab are bottles of water, boxes of crackers or snacks for the kids to snack on. We make sure that it's accessible for the animals. Now Ripley will go down there with no problem. Carly is afraid of it. It's a bit of an issue, but we don't push it. The cats have no problem going down there as well either. With Crowley, if he really starts to panic and we can't do anything with him, we will put him in the kennel. It's not the best, but if something does happen, we know where he's at. It's in our dining room. It's by the front of the house, but we know he'll be safe and we know where to look. It's also right next to the bunny cage, and that's where she will be because she's not house trained. She's very skittish. We would lose her elsewhere, so she would stay in her kennel, in her area as well. We would pray that nothing would happen to severely damage their crates. This is how we start our storm season prep for the year. And so we constantly go through it. We make sure everything's set, everything gets cleaned up and ready to go as soon as we know something is happening. The car, if we ever have to leave the house for some reason, the car will always have the bag with us, the emergency stuff in the car, and we try to make sure that there is enough gas in the tanks to get to where we need to go before anything happens. We do have a gas station at the end of the street from us. It is self-serve. It's always on. It's credit card only or debit card. Nobody actually mans it, so we can use it at any given time, even in the middle of the night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It'll be there and accessible, and nobody has to do anything for it. So that's some of the stuff that we do. If you live in a storm area, if you are prone to different storms, I would love to know, what kind of storms do you deal with? Moving out here to the Midwest, tornadoes was a big difference. It was something we had to get used to. We had moved from New England where we don't get tornadoes. What we experience is nor'easters and hurricanes. And that is also something that we would always prep for back when we lived there. But where we are, we don't get those anymore. We just worry about tornadoes. So, comment down below. Let me know, what kind of storms do you deal with? What do you do for storm prep? What is some things that you add to your kits? What do you do? Is it different than what we do? Is it the same? Let me know. Maybe I can incorporate it. It'd be a good idea, something I didn't think of. Put them down in the comments below. And we're gonna leave you here. Be safe. Grow wild. And I'll see you next time. Bye.